All right, guys, I'm here with Andrew Lavender, man, and his new Edge Mustang. How you doing today, brother?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Nice, man. Glad to see you out here, man, in Newport Raceway.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be out here.
Nice, brother. Tell me a little bit more about your hot rod, man.
Oh, yeah, for those that don't know, it's a 2003 Mustang. Basic deal. It used to be a 2-valve. We'll talk about the engine here in a second. But I've owned the car since I was 19 years old. I've been racing it for about 8 years now.
Nice,
so,
man.
Yeah.
Nice. What, speaking about that engine and transmission, what can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so for anyone that knows the car, it was known for being a really fast 2-valve car. I pushed that platform pretty far, went 4s and 8s, went 7s in the quarter mile, and started no prep racing it about 2 or 3 years ago. And we did pretty well, but we started to run out of horsepower. A lot of these guys are making 1,500, 2,000 horsepower even on the backside. And so we had a big win last year, which you filmed. We did pretty good. We got a little bit of money in our pockets, and I had enough money to get a motor. So over the winter, we swapped over to a Coyote.
Nice, man. So definitely not a LS swap by no means, man. You're definitely staying true to its roots, man.
Yeah, no LS swaps in this camp. Not in that car.
What rear end are you running on the car?
An 8.8.
An 8.8?
Yeah, it's a basic 8.8. You know, all your typical mods. It's got 9-inch ends on it. All your ARP bolts throughout. It's been narrowed, spool, 35 spline axles.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
What suspension are you running in the car? Anything specific?
Well, TRZ, for those guys that don't know, those guys have helped me out a lot. My friend Jason at Unchained Performance hooked me up with some TRZ stuff. So it's got TRZ control arms on it. We got some Hammer Concepts design stuff on it for suspension-wise, and then we run Viking shocks all the way around.
Nice, man. Another question I have for you, man. What got you into racing, specifically no prep?
No prep. Yeah, so we started racing, like I said, about 7 or 8 years ago, and I got big into just watching it on YouTube, man. Watching like KC Max and all those guys, Beater Bomb, Joey Heichel, all those guys, and I was like, man, I really want to start trying some of this stuff. Our local track, it was always kind of a no prep track, anyways. Like it was tough to get down, so we learned how to get down stuff before we even knew about no prep racing. And so I just saw it, and I was like, man, I want to try my hand at that. Like I tried radial racing, and I don't have the pockets for it. And I saw no prep racing as being a place where you could kind of equal the playing field, and it becomes a tuner's game more than whose pockets are deepest. And so that's really what got us into it. And we started out, about 2 years ago now? We went to a no prep race at Crossville Dragway. I think they called it No Fear, No Prep, put on by West Clapp. And we did okay there. We were on radials, but since then we've learned a lot and we've done pretty well.
Speaking of learning, man, that win at Crossville, backside, man, how did that feel?
Well, like me and you talked about a while ago, it was surreal, man. Like, you think $20,000 race, man. I never showed up to a $20,000 race before that day and thought that I was going to win it, because let's be honest, whenever you talk that much money, you got some big players that show up.
And there was.
There were some big players, and we did really well. I want to say that we earned that 20 grand that we won that day. Man. We earned it, man. We didn't. I think we got one bye, and that was the second round. And then after that, we didn't race a slow car from that point on. So there was no broke buys or getting lucky or anything like that to get to the finals. We earned it that day.
It's a hard-earned victory, man.
Yep, and we had to race Schoolboy in the finals, and everyone knows that Schoolboy is no joke.
Super fast. Yeah.
Very fast.
Nice, man. The car's name, man, can you elaborate on that and what it is?
Yeah, so the car's name's White Girl, and I graduated, I'm 33. I graduated high school in 08, and so Young Jeezy was big back whenever I was a teenager, and you know that song, White Girl, so he's like, we keep that white girl. So it's not, white girl means, like a typical type of drug that someone might partake in.
Wow.
But the meaning behind it is
pump you up.
It pumps you up.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I got the name from. The car's white. I didn't want it to be a generic name. I thought White Lightning or White something, just because the car's white, right? But that's just kind of what I come up with, and it kind of stuck. Honestly, I called it that one day, and you know how it is, man. Once you start calling something by a nickname and people hear it, it sticks. Nice, so whether I like it or not, that's the car's name now.
Yep. Your YouTube channel, Andrew, man, can you elaborate a little on that?
Yeah, my YouTube channel is just my name, Andrew Lavender. Been doing that for about 3 or 4 years now. Got a decent amount of subscribers over there. The car was mainly on the 2-valve stuff. I haven't actually like come out on the YouTube channel yet with like a rundown of the new setup, but I will be here soon. We've been real busy, man. I've got a new business, No Limits Motorsports, that I do out of Big Rock, Tennessee. And so, man, I've been working 2 jobs, racing, got 2 kids, been busy, man.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice, man. So this event out here, man, in Newport, man, what are you thinking about it? Because I mean, there's a lot of money on the line. It's a biggie, man.
It's big, man. I'll say this: I feel like whoever outruns me, they deserve it. They deserve the win because we've been testing a lot, and this new combo is making some pretty good power. I feel like we have the power to keep up with a lot of people now, and I have high hopes. Like, I feel like we can be competitive, but man, there is some hitters out here.
Sure is, man.
But you know what they say, if you want to be the fastest, you got to race the fastest. You got to figure out where you stand. And me and my other 4 of us went together on this, $1,000 buy-in for this race.
Yeah.
4 of us went in $250 a piece, and we're gonna see how it goes, man.
You're gonna make it happen, man.
Hey, it's gonna be fun either way.
Nice, brother. Well, you got a badass hot rod, man, and I appreciate you, man, just taking the time and chatting it up with us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely,
Thank you, brother.
brother.
Have a good
All right,
race.
thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.